I think we're live now. There's a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm just going to mute everyone just for a clear recording. Thank you for being patient with us. If you were on and watching us come on and off and on and off and on and off, technology is amazing when it works and not when it doesn't. But thank you for being here for Coffee and Coaching on today's edition. My name is Julie Horst, and we are here to talk to you today about, this is going to be a little bit more casual conversation because Kate, Jamie, and I in the past few weeks have been talking to you about more specific pieces, more specific themes, such as income and travel and flexibility and our stories and our challenge members and weight that they've lost and their success stories and our stories, et cetera, et cetera. But today, as we were talking about getting ready for this and what we wanted to share with you, there were a couple pieces that kept coming up to us. They seemed a little more casual yet very tangible. So instead of the this can change your life sort of situation, although it can and it will, we do want to share with you some more tangible pieces about coaching so that even if you are casually thinking about it, if you are a current customer or you're thinking about joining a challenge group, we want to share with you why you should come in as a coach because of some of these pieces today that will enhance your experience as even just a coach of you, a coach of yourself. Some of what we're going to share today will enhance that. We're going to try to keep this one short and sweet today, but if you're going to give this a theme, we're going to title it maybe accountability. So Coffee and Coaching, the accountability episode, I guess. So we want to share with you first, and I'll kick it off a little bit by talking about VIP access, and then the ladies are going to take over talking about accountability in more depth in different ways too. But I want to talk to you first about VIP access. So if you are familiar with the Beachbody world, you know that we have different programs and products that launch constantly throughout the year. We are getting ready for what might be one of our biggest launches ever. And I feel like we've said that often, and it's because, we continue to change the game. We continue to disrupt the fitness industry. We continue to evolve and get better and bring out these incredible game-changing programs. And for years, the Beachbody community has been asking for a bar program. And lo and behold, it is coming, and it is coming next month. Now, here's what's cool about being a coach. Maybe you're a current customer right now in a challenge group, or again, maybe you're thinking about joining a challenge group. Why should you join or upgrade to that coach member? Because with any launch, and especially this one, as we move into December, and then we move right into a brand new decade, and you want to set yourself up with these tools that start your year already on a positive note, already on a good health and fitness path. When you join or upgrade to coach, you get access to the new program, Bar Blend, created by Elise Joan, on December 3rd. You get access to that program weeks before customers do. Now, maybe you're thinking, why is that a big deal? Because you also get access to a private group run by Elise herself. So that means the person who created this program will be running this specific group just for coaches. And as we dive into Bar Blend, and we have seen this with every launch we've had, so coaches always get first access and they always get direct access to these trainers. As we dive into this program, you're going to have an opportunity to be in a Facebook group with Elise herself, ask her very specific questions. She said last night on our exclusive team call that we had with her that she's most excited about this coach group opportunity because it is a way for her to really deeply connect with the people who are doing the program, to offer some inspiration, to offer some motivation, to talk through the program a little bit, to offer modifications if that's necessary, to talk about the affirmation cards to come with it. But the idea of actually having access to the creator of the program, it's almost like, I've been thinking about Disney all day because Disney Plus released yesterday. So it's almost like me sitting down to lunch with Walt Disney and going, now tell me a little bit about how you created this whole awesome thing that you created. Maybe it's not quite that big, but it's sort of on that scale that you get access to the creator of the program. We did it with The Work and Amala Cesar. We've done it with we started it really with 80-day obsession. So even if you're not a challenger or a coach who's gone through that program, you might have heard of 80-day obsession. And we did it with that program too. That meant all those people had direct access to Autumn Calabrese, who's gone on to be a celebrity trainer. And yet here I am, a coach in Carmel, Indiana, and I get to ask Autumn whatever question I have, and she's right there to answer it for me. So you talk about getting results from a program. I mean, if we're going to dive in, and we're going to dive into a new decade, and we're going to dive into a health and fitness journey, why not dive in with the most tools and resources that we can to get the most results? So that is one of the coolest pieces. And I think maybe one of the least talked about pieces with coaching is that you get access to the program before anybody else, and then you get access to the trainer privately before anybody else, meaning you're already setting yourself up for better success because you have a deeper understanding of the program. You've been able to answer questions, and you've been able to get your hands on that program sooner than anybody else. So that's one piece that I want to really share with you. I don't think it's talked about enough, but I think it's so key in helping us continuing to move forward on our health and fitness journey. Now, I know the other ladies want to talk more about accountability. Jamie, why don't you kick it off, because you didn't have school yesterday and you're kind of talking about that, and we'll kind of go around we'll do a little round table.
Yeah, so I was just talking about how we had a snow day yesterday, and normally I teach group exercise classes on Mondays and Tuesdays, but Tuesday we had a snow day, my kids were home, so I had the ability to be able to find subs for my classes, but still work while I was at home, while my kids were at home as a coach, because many times, you have to go to work to make money. But in this case, I was able to stay home with my kids, still work from home, and still make money for my family. So, that's a super important part of coaching for me, because I am, and I talked about this a little last week, is that I'm able to be there and show up and, do all the things with my kids, but still be able to help my family. And something else that we were kind of talking about, Kate said that, I'm not sure the accountability. I'm not sure that if I didn't have the coaching community and our challenge groups and our accountability, that type of accountability, I'm not sure that I would push play and work out every day and, follow a program. And right now I would do that because it's just like brushing my teeth. It's just something I do every day, but that's not how I started. I started meeting people every single day. I needed to watch them push play and watch them log their workouts because they were looking for me to do the same. So, I've created this habit, this healthy habit, that I don't really need to, I totally still need the group, let me tell you. I do, but because there are some days where I don't want to push play, but it's turned into a healthy habit because I have dug in and leaned into my accountability groups. And so, that's my biggest thing with coaching right now is the accountability, but also being able to stay home when I need to, or, and still contribute to my family.
And it's so interesting to me because I just saw a post this week, and I think I talked about it on one of my IGTVs this week, about how this coach whose post I saw shared how she came in as a coach when she came in as a customer, as a challenger. She enrolled as a coach at the same time she came in with her challenge pack. And that's not always the case with everyone. A lot of times people are customers, they change to coaches. But she talked about how that extra accountability, just knowing that she not only had her challenge group, but she also had this coaching community that was kind of cheering her on, that doubled down on her. And accountability sometimes maybe can scare people, but it doubled down on her support that she felt that she needed at that place in her journey. And she didn't wait till she had some after picture, because we never get to that after picture. And she didn't wait till she felt like she knew everything or she was qualified. She was like, no, just for me as a coach of me, a coach of myself, I need to double down on the amount of people that are going to kind of hold me to this. And so if I have my challenge group over here and I have my coaching community over here, somewhere along the line, someone's going to tell me to push play on the day I don't feel like it. And it helped her stay on track rather than just, coming in as a customer and sort of waiting it out. So, along those lines of accountability, it really gives you those options to keep yourself on track, no matter if it's a snow day or not. April, you want to talk a little bit about what you have in your head today?
I was just going to say, I remember sitting in the house that we lived in before, sitting at my desk, and my desk was right next to my bed because we had a smaller house. And I remember making that decision for myself of going, I'm going to sign up as a coach because that was my commitment to myself. And that was over a decade ago. Like that was a decade ago, and here we are like going into this next decade. It's just like mind blowing to me because I was this type of person and now it's just like this. You know what I mean? Where you're just consistent and have those habits built. And but I was gonna say too, like especially around the holidays, I feel like a lot of people just like let things go. And I think with coaching, what we have done, like by keeping each other accountable, is that we know that number one, we don't have to know it all. Like we don't have to know it all and we don't have to do it all. So like, you know, people that are on the fence of starting their health and fitness journey or even starting coaching think that they have to go all in like 100 miles an hour. And that's really just not the case, especially during the holidays. We know that we can lean in on each other and like work together, whether it's keeping each other extra accountable on our health and fitness goals and not gain the 5 to 10 pounds and possibly even lose weight over the holidays. Whereas, you know, I've had people say, I don't want to start anything till January. I was like, well, why wait? Like, let's start some little habits, because that's kind of how coaching is, as long in line with our fitness goals, is we kind of start with one thing and then we do the next thing and we do the next thing until, like Jamie said, it's like brushing our teeth and we don't even think about it. And the same thing goes with our businesses and coaching in general, is that we just learn one thing at a time and just kind of snowball it so that come January, when everybody wants to get on this bandwagon, we've already established some health and fitness habits, and we've also established some awesome, like just accountability habits and business habits that propel us even faster come January. So I always think of people that are like wanting to wait. I'm like, don't wait, get started now. And plus you get to save money on your own products, which is the reason why I signed up as a coach. Like it was option A, pay full price. Option B, have a 25% discount. And I was like, well, duh. It's like going into Macy's and going, well, do you want this free 25% off coupon or no, I just rather pay full price. No, like nobody does it. Like I'm always asking if they have any coupons floating around. I'm like, I know they probably do. And most of the time, if you ask nicely, they give it to you. So I just think it's a no-brainer way to go.
That's what my girls say about Express. They're like, never pay full price at Express. They have a coupon, just ask for the coupon, never be paid full price somewhere, which is true. Like if you're going to drink Energize every day, if you're going to drink Shakeology every day, or you're going to start integrating a healthy habit every day into your life, why are you paying more for the same thing? I tell people that all the time when I'm like, have you considered coaching? Because it really hurts my heart that you're paying more than you have to. It's so silly. It's like, why are you paying me? Keep that money in your pocket. It's so silly. So that's a really good point. Kay, did you guys have a snow day yesterday?
We had a late start, but my youngest son was sick on Monday, and then we had a late start yesterday. I do my teaching in the morning, so that was just income actually that I lost because I had to give up those classes, but not with coaching online. I can do that from anywhere, in my car, at home, anytime. So that was a really nice bonus to be able to stick and have that residual income, even though I wasn't able to actually go physically work. So I wanted to piggyback on what April just said about, the holidays and not waiting until then. I think it's also really key to notice that it is the time to start now versus waiting for January, because there's going to be so many other people that are waiting for January. If you were to sign up as a coach now, right now during the holidays, and start having that accountability that you are already showing up for your groups, already showing up, already sharing on social media, come January, those people are going to think of you straight away and want to be like, I want to do what she's doing. Karen, look at what she did during the holidays. She didn't gain any weight. In fact, she lost 5 pounds. I want to do what she's doing come January. Like you're already sharing. It's already set up. You're going to be the first person that they think of come January. I just think this is the time right now. The end of the season, having that extra accountability. I know you guys both of you talked about how this is like brushing teeth. Pushing play is like brushing teeth. It is not like brushing teeth for me. Like it is not. It is something that I consciously have to do. And I know if I didn't have this opportunity, like I didn't do this with these girls right here, I would not be where I am today. I know I would not have stuck with everything that I did with my own health, with my own fitness and bringing everyone else in, I would not have stuck with it, because I know I need that extra accountability. I know that I need to say I'm going to post in this group. Then I know I'm showing up for other people. I'm not necessarily showing up for myself. It is that overlying guilt that I have, that I know that someone is looking for me to post my shake, my workout. When I have that, I'll show up for someone else. I don't know. It's just my personality type. I think there's all different personalities. But for me, I need that extra accountability, knowing that someone's waiting for me to see how I show up in those groups. So for me, it's not like brushing teeth. I have to think about it every day. Make sure.
I don't think that's just you, Kate. I don't. I think that's kind of I think it's a female thing. I think that women, because we're used to taking care of others, will take care of, everyone else before we take care of ourselves. So if we have that accountability in our life, we will show up for others before we will show up for us. Well, awesome. If we know that, then why not put more of that into our life so that we then start showing up? Even if the first incentive is to show up for someone else and not let them down, the end result will still be taking care of us. So if we already know that we'll not let someone else down, but maybe let ourselves down, put double down on the accountability so that you don't let those people down, because the end result will be that you get better. And it's interesting when Kate mentioned, be that person that come January, they're looking at you going, well, I want what she has. I want what she's drinking. I want what she's doing. I just had that message yesterday from someone whose coach had kind of fallen off the wagon. She connected with me and she goes, you're not going anywhere. I can tell that. And I'm like, you're right. I'm a lifer. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. And I want people to think of me like that in all aspects of my life, but in this too, I'm not going anywhere. And we don't have to be Sports Illustrated swimsuit model covers, whatever, to not be going anywhere. We just have to just keep showing up our own health and fitness journey. We don't have to be cover models to be coaches. We just have to keep showing up on our own health and fitness journey and doubling down on that accountability, as they've all mentioned, especially now during the holidays. How crucial is that to keep us on our own health and fitness journey? And as April mentioned, it's maybe not about losing weight. Maybe it's about just staying where you are for now, so that in January, when you feel like that new year motivation, comes into play, you're so much ahead of everybody else. You're so much ahead of where you would have been because you started something now instead of waiting. Why play catch up? Why not start now and start integrating those healthy habits now? So by the time January comes and you're like, all right, clean slate, let's go, new decade, you're already ahead of where you would have been, and double down on that accountability. Have a chance to save money, because why would you pay more, especially at a time when you've already got other expenses? And get extra people in your life that are there to cheer you on, to lift you up, to hold you accountable, to support you, to empower you, to help you remember you don't have to be the expert. You're just showing up for you on your own journey every single day. So we hope that this has helped a little bit with some tangible pieces of coaching, talking about the flexibility, talking about the accountability, talking about the way to save. And if you have questions, please let us know. Drop them in the comments. Go back to the coach that invited you here. We leave these coffee and coaching episodes up for all eternity. They will be here till the end of time, just so that you can go back and look at them. You can see us talk about the travel, the income, the stories, the challengers, all of that. So you start to get a really more encompassing view of what coaching is and how it truly can change your life on all levels, especially right now. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Coffee and Coaching. Have a great day.